Hello people, welcome to our channel. This is Diamond Home.
Wow.
Yes.
Thank God it's been a while. We've been
Yeah.
trying to start this video, but due to one thing or the other, it has been put on hold.
Yeah.
But finally, we are here. And on this channel, our vision is to build a nation through parenting.
Exactly. And as we build a nation through parenting, as we all know, if parents can build leaders in their children, the whole world will be in a better place.
Exactly.
Yeah. And then on this channel, our mission is to see parents build leadership in their children. You know, my wife, a nation starts from a core.
Exactly.
And leading. And every leader today, either good or bad,
starts from a home.
they actually come from parents.
Yes.
They start from a home.
Yes.
Exactly. Either such a leader is a successful leader or became a failure. It all depends on how they were brought up, their upbringing in their various homes. So on this channel we shall be talking about parenting. We shall be talking about relationship between husband and wife. We shall be talking about in-laws, especially mother-in-laws.
Hey, like seriously. That is the key.
Oh,
because
Jesus.
Once a mother is okay, the home is okay.
Exactly. No, it's only mother.
His mother.
It's once a father is okay.
Well, you can say so. When you talk about finance, I will say this father. But when you talk about morals, you talk about for a child to be good, major of it lies on the mother. Because even when the father is good, except the one they inherited from their father, even when the father is good, if the mother is bad, the majority of the children will be bad. There's no doubt about it.
Let me tell you something. It's because fathers are usually busy at their workplaces.
Well, you can. I support to that.
No. If fathers are also usually at home just as mothers, do you think the home will be around the mothers?
Well, see, children will some way somehow have this soft thing towards their mom, so they tend to believe their mother very well. So,
guys, is that true? Say children has this soft portion towards their mother. And they tend to listen to their mother
very well. Even when the story is like we are lying, they tend to believe. Some that are not wise enough might not be careful to test it. Like, what mommy is saying, let me stay back and even watch. Is it true? They'll just carry it out like, mommy is right. This person is wicked to my mom. I'm going to deal with that person.
Exactly.
But most times, the fathers don't think like that. They are logical. So the way they go about things, and like you said, most times they are busy, they are not at home. Even mothers poison their children towards their father.
Imagine.
So mother is the key, they are the major key that keeps the home.
Exactly. And then such a mother, they grow up and then they also become mother-in-law. And at the stage of them becoming mother-in-law, they feel their son was stolen. And because their son has been stolen, there's rift between mother-in-law and daughter-in-law. Because they feel their son was stolen, especially if that son is a breadwinner. Don't worry, guys. I will share my experience. I will share my experience, and then I also like to learn from you. Those of us that were once a breadwinner who got married, what was that relationship between your mother and your wife, and how did you get out of it? If this is already making sense to you as we speak, hit the like button now, smash the notification bell, all right, and subscribe if you have not.
Share this video.
Yes,
because there are people that need it out there.
Yes. As we do all this, we're also encouraging this video to reach out to other people. All right, you cannot afford not to be here. So we'll be talking about mother-in-law. We'll touchlight it, we'll go into it, and then we'll learn from you. And certainly, you're going to learn from us. And that thing which we'll be talking about is how to manage crisis in marriage. Crisis. We are going to share our experience.
Exactly.
We are going to share our experience. Again, on our list, we'll be talking on abuses. We'll be talking about it. We'll also be talking about motherhood, just as we share a small thing when we're talking about mother-in-law, in-law and mother-in-laws. So we spoke about mothers. So we'll be talking about motherhood. How was your experience when you first became a mother? What were the things that have changed? What are the things that you just have to let go? Has motherhood been a blessing to you as a woman? Has motherhood been a blessing to your husband? How do you juggle between being a mother and being a working class mother? We shall be talking about all these things. And then being a mother and your husband is not really doing well financially. How have you gone about all these things? We shall be talking about it. Then another thing we'll be talking on is single mothers, single mothers.
Like the work of two, you are left to do it alone. How do you do it? That it will not be obvious that one person is absent.
Exactly.
These are the things we're going to be looking
at. Yes. Then we'll be talking about, of course, our personal experience, and then we'll be sharing our lifestyle. We'll be showing you how a diamond home should look like. You can't afford not to be here. Honestly, you can't. If this is making sense, just hit the like button now. I get in, subscribe if you have not, and smash the notification bell. All right, so that this video can go viral. So guys, just to give you a hint on the things we have listed, just to give you a short hint on them, so starting talking about in-laws, for example.
Talking about in-laws, like you said, just to give you a clue on what this video is all about and what, as God helps us, we are going to be uploading, is talking about mother-in-law. Never mind, I'll be looking into my book so that I will not miss out anything. Talking about mother-in-law, being a potential mother-in-law, existing mother-in-law, to be mother-in-law. Our major goal here is to help us as mothers to minimize our thinking towards our daughter-in-laws, especially daughter-in-laws. Most times the men, that is the mother-in-law from the wife side, most of the time they don't trouble their in-law. On the very rare cases that you see a mother-in-law from the wife side being a threat or a problem to the son-in-law. And let's say 2 out of 100.
We can say it's 2 out of 100.
Yeah.
But I've shared one of my experience with you before.
Okay.
It's also not a good thing if, as a husband, you do not have good relationship with your mother-in-law.
Exactly.
I get it. If your mother-in-law is a pest to you, you will not like your wife.
That's it.
In fact, it will affect the relationship.
So
mother-in-law,
talking about
yes, even though it's 2 out of 100, but it does exist.
It does exist.
And those people that is affecting right now, they're actually going through hell. Through hell. Yes.
And it's not something you want to experience, because it's painful, is heartbreaking.
Yeah.
It makes one not to focus at all, because you don't know what to pray for. At some point you will not know. It's either to pray for the success of the home, peace with in-law, with husband. So we are going to be talking about how a mother-in-law should minimize her expectation, putting her interest aside, and putting her son, the happiness of her son, first, while she's looking forward to receive a daughter-in-law. Because if your interest, if what you stand to gain and want is, I want my son to be happy and have a good home, then you'll be ready to work with him to make the dream come true. But if you have this expectation, I want my daughter-in-law to come, I want her to be to be my subject. If I say go, she go. If I say come, she come. If I say move, she moves. Sorry, you are setting discord and a war ground. You know why? This person is coming with a picture of how she wants her homes to look.
Exactly.
She's coming with a standard that you don't even know.
Yes.
And you already have your own standard. So these two coming together is to clash. But as a mother, if your expectation and your hope is, I want my children to be happy, you stay back, take a back seat, watch her, because she has heard a lot before coming into your home.
Yes.
She might even come from a home that her mother-in-law, her mother and her mother-in-law, they are cat and rat. You understand? So she's prepared, and you're also prepared that, oh, you can't take over my son. It's my son that I gave birth to him.
Imagine.
And the two coming together, before you know, the home splits. Siblings against themselves. Grandchildren, instead of coming together, the Bible says our children will surround our table. You will see grandchildren taking cover if they should see their grandmom.
Imagine.
So all of this we are going to be discussing here, so that some mothers put effort to make sure their children are close, to make sure their children are united. But because of, at times, selfish interest, at times jealousy, is my son, I have to take a full possession of him. We are going to talk about how to let your son go. Because I came to understand something after marriage, that the Bible said, physically, you will see a woman packing her things, changing her name to her husband's house.
Exactly.
But from what I was able to understand after marriage, it's not actually the woman that is moving, it's the man that is moving.
Yeah.
And that is why I discovered that there is a contention between the mother-in-law and the daughter-in-law. Because the Bible says, for this reason, a man shall leave his mother and his father and cleave to his wife. Exactly. So he's moving, his emotion, his thinking, his everything is moving. And because he's moving, there is battle. Yes. So we are going to, these are just a hint for you to have a clue what this channel is all about and what it stands for.
Yes, you know, just to add to what I've said so far, my wife, most times too, or sometimes, let me put it that way, some men, they don't leave their home. They are married, but they didn't leave their home.
Those are baby husbands. We call them baby husbands because once a boy. No, exactly, that's the truth. We call them baby husband because a full-blown man should be able to set the boundaries. When you are leaving your homes, we are not saying when you should not take care of your parents. Okay. We are not saying you should not take care of your siblings, but you are setting another thing entirely. Which, if it's a business, okay, maybe you have a business or something, you have to demarcate them. So if you are not able to set this standard, you allow the external to enter the intern, is a problem.
Yeah.
So we call them baby husband and mommy's boy. No,
anyway, guys, is it true? Such guys are they baby husband? All right. So, but what we're saying is we are going to be showing you and telling you how to move from your own home as a man and be in your own immediate house. All right, it's very key. It's very, very key. It's very, very key. You know, you and your wife should be able to talk, reach an agreement, and then execute. You shouldn't call your dad or your mom to seek for opinion. All right, we'll be sharing what you are supposed to have known, and then we'll be showing all these things live. You know, and then how, and so many things. So if all these things are already making sense to you, I encourage you, hit the like button, smash the notification bell, subscribe if you have not, and share. All right, so on our list, just as we already hinted, and that hint we want to share is between relationship between husband and wife. Relationship between husband and wife is very, very, very key. All right, it's very, very, very key. How do you be in good relationship with your wife? If husband and wife are not exactly close, how would they bring up that child that will become a leader of tomorrow? How would they do it? That child, if the father and the mother are not together, that child will be confused on who to follow.
Exactly.
And then, you know one thing, bad characters are easily picked.
Exactly.
You know that bad characters are easily picked. So if it's the mother that is showing attitude, I get me, the child will pick it, either a guy or a lady. If it's a lady, it's down, it's even her. To her, you know, you are the standard they are reading. As a parent, you are the standard. Yes, you are the Bible that your parents are reading. So your children, you are the standard that your children are reading. So if husband and wife are not together the way they should be, it's actually a problem. It's a problem. It's a problem. Yeah. I get me. If you know that such problem would come, why did the two of you come together in the first place? Exactly. Shouldn't have come together. I get me. If you had seen some red flags during your relationship time, why did you go ahead with the marriage anyway? All right. Yes, I can understand some people went ahead because of love, and then but on this channel we are going to be telling us, showing to us love. We are going to be showing to us, you know, how it's better to be with your God-given spouse. Yeah. Because if it's your God-given spouse, sincerely, things will work out better.
Even when it seems not working.
Yes.
It will later work.
It will later work. But if you go because of love, after a while, the love might disappear. Your mother-in-law.
we tell you there is no love anywhere because she is the first love.
By the time, as a man, by the time the mother of your wife hits you 1, 2, 3, that love wey you get, if you no dey careful, e fit fly.
Exactly.
E fit fly. So there is need for good relationship. There are things you should have known. There are things you should be doing. You know, diamond, you must have gone through polishing, through so many things. You must have gone through refining before it becomes that diamond that it should be. So relationship between husband and wife, we are going to touchlight. We are going to go into it. We are going to tell ourselves the truth, and we are going to be frank with ourselves. If this is making sense, hit the like button. Smash the notification bell. Subscribe if you have not, and share our video. Yes.
One of the things on our list is how to manage crisis in a marriage. See, this is going to be mind-blowing. Yeah. Because some of us happens to pray, to be so careful. Pray carefully, stay pure, fasted. Oh, this is the kind of home I want it this way, I want it this way. And after marriage, in short, from the reception,
reality,
you start saying
reality.
You sense danger. And trying to see, okay, this red flag, where is it coming from? How can I place it? You find yourself in the home, trying to fix it, discover that there is no way. You are not looking for exits. These are things we are going to talk about. How do you handle issues like this? You have denied yourself everything. You are looking unto God. You say, God must be my husband and my husband alone. And here you are married to the man. You cannot even say if you are the house help of the home. If you are the house help, at least you know your place. Yeah. You cannot say you are a squatter. You don't know. You just come in and you can't fix it. There is no way. Are you going to blame God? Are you going to say, why, if this is it, there is no need, I'm going out? How do you handle this issue? Yes. How do you resolve it? How can you get it fixed? Who do you run to? Who do you talk to? But all of this is based on what basis do you make your decision? These are the ones. This one is for another video. Because if your decision was purely made on God or instinct, it will now be better to know who and when to run to. So these are the things we are going to talk about, because there are some home they started well. Yeah. 10 years down the line, trouble break out from anywhere. So she lost balance. You already have children. Who do you leave them for? How do you regain balance? How do you get your feet back? These are the things we are going to look at on this channel. Please don't even miss out in any of this video, because it's going to be a blessing. Yes. It's going to be a hope. Honestly. It's going to renew somebody, because you hear from who it has happened to. This time around, it's no movie, because there are some movies you watch, you will look at it as in they're overacting it, they are just acting. It's not possible. We are here to tell that these things exist and it's happening, but there's always a way to there's a way around it
Exactly.
to get your feedback.
Exactly.
And trust me, there are people you cannot fight with Moses because they will crush you. So how do you fight these people? These are the things we're going to be talking here.
Yes, just to add, I'm aware that there are some crises that they are just something that just happened, and some can be medically related.
Yes.
Maybe sickness that you never expected.
You never expected, unforeseen circumstances.
Yes, those unforeseen circumstances, and these are circumstances that you can't do something about it.
You just have to stay in the marriage.
Guys, I need to let you know that the spiritual controls the physical. And crisis in homes is actually satanic. I get me? Satanic. They're just somebody out there who just does not like you. I get me? If you are a believer, you know it's there in the Bible that the devil is roaming about looking for whom to devour. So the devil is on a constant assignment looking for whom to devour. And then before devouring, they are usually planting one thing or the other. Quarrel, disagreement, misunderstanding, loss of job. They are planting so many things. So how do you see these things and quickly pinpoint that, this shouldn't be here?
Yeah.
What do you do to arrest it? If you have to pray, what kind of prayer are you to pray? If you have to use the scripture, what kind of scripture? We are going to be sharing all these things. In fact, we are going to be doing it. We have been doing it before now anyway. So it's not that we are going to start doing it. We have been doing it. But this time around, we will be showing it. For example, during our devotion, we will show it. We are showing all these things, or we'll be showing all these things to encourage you to have a standard hope. This crisis we are talking about, you can actually do it such that crisis will not even come at all. And even if crisis will come, it will be something minimal. And then those ones that are factors that you can't undo and all those things, if you are praying well and you are doing certain things well, surely the Lord Almighty, which we serve, in fact, which has sent us to do this, will surely deliver you. In the name of Jesus.
Amen.
So I just feel I should add that. Is that okay?
Thank you.
Is it okay?
Yeah, very well.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
Very well.
So, without much ado, if you are blessed, if you are inspired, if you are happy, if this video has just done something in your life that you have not seen, if you have not subscribed, please subscribe.
Yeah.
If you have not smashed the like button, please do. If you have not hit the notification bell, please do. If you have not shared, please share. And until next time, we say, be good to yourself, be good to your children, and God bless us all.
Bye-bye for now. See you in our next video.